When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk, people.
Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk.
This is Make We Talk Breaking News. Good afternoon. As you come on air, share up this live feed. We have breaking news for you. A tiger cub, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth. That's a tiger among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider area of St. Elizabeth. That's news coming into us according to the Jamaica Defence Force and the National Environment and Planning Authority, NEPA. We don't know how these things come into Jamaica. How did it pass the Port Authority of Jamaica? We don't know. But what we're hearing now, if you're just joining us, share up this live feed, let your family members know that a wild animal is at large in Jamaica. A wild animal. Like I bring the breaking news again. This is Make We Talk Breaking News. News just coming into our news center. As we get it, we give it to you. A tiger cub, believed to be among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth, according to the Jamaica Defence Force and Coast Guard. Wow. This is not good. A tiger, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth. That's according to the Jamaica Defence Force and Coast Guard and the National Environment Planning Authority, NEPA. That's the news coming into us. We do not know what is going on. A wild animal, how did a wild animal get through into Jamaica? I mean, how do they allow these things to happen? Now the people of St. Elizabeth is on edge. The people of St. Elizabeth is on edge right now as this animal is let loose in the Black River area of St. Elizabeth. That's news coming into us. That a tiger, which has been smuggled into Jamaica, is now at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth. And this don't look good to us at all. This doesn't feel good, doesn't look good. We do not know. We have family members in St. Elizabeth, and believe you me, I am on edge. I am very concerned about this. The authorities in Jamaica need to explain to the people of Jamaica what is going on. If you're just joining us, We're having breaking news into our news center here.
This is Make We Talk Breaking News.
You're just joining us on the Make We Talk program. We have breaking news coming out of Jamaica, St. Elizabeth. A tiger cub, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth, according to the Jamaica Defence Force, the Coast Guard, and also the National Environment and Planning Authority, NEPA, the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Wow. And several other divisions are on the hunt for this wild animal. A wild animal that was being smuggled into Jamaica with several other animals is at large. And I'm being told that 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and 1 tiger. And the tiger has let loose into the Black River area of St. Elizabeth. That's the news we have coming into us. And we need to ask the authorities of our country what is truly going on. What is truly going on? This is careless. This is the news we have coming into us. Share this breaking news. Please share this breaking news. As we get more news into us, we'll pass it on to you. But as we come on air, we didn't plan to come on air now, but because of this, we decide to come on air. Based on what we are hearing on this program here, that a wild animal has let loose in the wider St. Elizabeth area of Black River. A wild animal has let loose in the St. Elizabeth area of Black River. Based on what we're hearing, let me read this over for you. A tiger cub, I'll read it again. A tiger cubs rather, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth, according to the Jamaica Defence Force. We're being told that the Coast Guard intercepted a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 parrots, 12 tigers, 4 parrots rather. Let me read it again. Which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and 1 tiger. Let me read that over again for you. A tiger cub, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the Black River area of St. Elizabeth, according to the Jamaica Defence Force. The Coast Guard intercepted a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and 1 tiger. Now, we do not know who was smuggling these animals into Jamaica. We're being told that the JDF, NEPA, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and other departments in Jamaica are hunting for this tiger. Are they calling international help? We don't know, but this is what we're getting in. The JDF has intercepted a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and 1 tiger. Now what we're being told that the tiger is believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth. Now I am asking people who know people in St. Elizabeth to be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. I don't care who want to send anything to me right now and say, Jeffrey, be careful of what you're saying. The news, them down there not doing it. So we have to take it upon our hands up here to send message out to our family and friends in Jamaica. We have to do that. This is what we're hearing. There But if there's a zoo in St. Elizabeth, why are they smuggling these things into Jamaica? What we're hearing, a tiger cub, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth. According to the Jamaica Defence Force, the Coast Guard intercepted a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and 1 tiger. A quantity of marijuana. I want to hear you, Jesus. And a quantity of marijuana. So who was on the vessel? Let me go down here and figure out here. This is the news we have coming into us. And they also, the JDF is appealing to the public to be on the lookout for this tiger. If seen, citizens of Jamaica are being urged to call the Jamaica Defence Force 876-926-8121, NEPA 876-754-7540, or the Jamaica Constabulary Force 119. The Jamaica Defence Force is urging the public of Jamaica, if seen this tiger cub, to call the Jamaica Defence Force at 876-926-8121, NEPA 876-754-7540, or 119. I will put these numbers across my television screen here now that everyone can see this. This is what the JDF is urging the citizens of St. Elizabeth and indeed the wider Jamaica. This is what we have coming into our newsroom. Let me do this over again for you who are just joining us.
This is Make We Talk Breaking News.
News just coming into our news center, a tiger cub, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth. According to the Jamaica Defence Force, the Coast Guard intercepted a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and 1 tiger. The JDF is asking the public, if seen, please contact the Jamaica Defence Force at 876-926-8121, NEPA 876-754-7504, or 119. That is what we have coming into us. We do not know what is going on. We have been trying to get a hold of NEPA to see if NEPA would care to comment. What they said to us that they can't comment at the moment because of what is the sensitivity of this. The sensitivity of this. But what we're hearing now, and this do not look good at all. What we're hearing, that a tiger cub has been let loose, well, in the wider area of Black River. They're urging the citizens of Black River and the wider Jamaica, if seen, call the Jamaica Defence Force at 876-926-8121, NEPA 876-754-7540, or the Jamaica Constabulary Force 119. That is the news we have coming into us, that the JDF has intercepted a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and a tiger cub. Now, we all know that in that area of Jamaica, St. Elizabeth has a zoo, but the fact of the matter is, why would they be smuggling these things into Jamaica? Go through the proper channel. We don't know what is going on. But this is the breaking news we have coming into us. And we're going to put the numbers on the bottom of the screen here that people can give out to their friends and family, that the JDF, along with the JCF and NEPA, is urging the citizens of Jamaica, do not approach this animal. Do not approach this animal. If seen, get in contact with the Jamaica Constabulary Force 119 or the JDF at 876-926-8121 or NEPA 876-754-7540 or the JCF 119. Let me see if anything coming in here to me. That's a very good question. I can't put this on here, but that's a very good question. Who owned that zoo in St. Elizabeth? Was it intended for the zoo in St. Elizabeth? Who is the owner for that zoo down there? We don't know. But this is the number that everyone is urged to call. I'm going to put it down on my thing here. Just give me a few minutes here. If you're just joining us, the breaking news is that a tiger is let loose in the Black River area of St. Elizabeth, and citizens are asked urgently not to approach this animal. Not to approach this animal if seen. This is what it's saying. The JDF is saying, if seen, the citizens are being urged to call the Jamaica Defence Force at 876-926-8121, NEPA 876-754-7540, or the Jamaica Constabulary Force 119. Are we gonna have somebody address the nation pertaining to this? You know, in some other jurisdiction, you'd have people addressing the nation already and urging citizens not to panic or just be careful. Just, you know, if you're seen, get in contact, or we don't know what on earth is going on. What on earth is going on? Are we going to get some address from the nation, from the Prime Minister, or the people from NEPA or the JDF? That's the question we're going to ask ourselves this afternoon. It's now 12:44 in Kingston, Jamaica. The news coming into our news center is, let me go back over here and get this news here. Let me get this over here and that everyone can hear the news that is coming.
This is Make We Talk Breaking News.
The news coming into us, a tiger cub, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider St. Elizabeth area of Black River, or the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth. According to the Jamaica Defence Force, the JDF Coast Guard intercepted a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and 1 tiger, and a quantity of marijuana. However, during the process at Black River, the tiger managed to escape. But Almighty Jesus, look down from heaven. The tiger managed to escape, now believed to be at large in Black River area, the JDF said. The JDF now is in contact with NEPA and the Jamaica Constabulary Force and other several departments in Jamaica. So obviously, they have everything together. They had the vessel and everything together, but the tiger managed to escape. Father, I stretch my hand to thee, O Lord. No other help I have but you. This is the news coming into us. This is the news coming into us. This don't look good at all. A wild animal. A wild animal is now at large in the Black River area of St. Elizabeth. A wild animal is now at large in the Black River area of St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. And, Father, let me do this over again, because based on what this is serious news here. This is serious news. Serious news. Serious news that is coming into us here on the Make We Talk program.
This is Make We Talk breaking news.
We don't know if we're going to address the nation, but the news that we are getting in to us is this, and we need to repeat this as much as we can. A tiger cub, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth. According to the Jamaica Defence Force, the JDF Coast Guard intercepted a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and a tiger, and a quantity of marijuana. However, during the proceeding of the Black River, the tiger managed to escape and is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth, according to the JDF. The JDF is urging citizens of Jamaica to call the Jamaica Defence Force at 876-926-8121. That's 876-926-8121, NEPA. 876-750-7540, or the Jamaica Constabulary Force 119. That is the news coming to us out of St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. The JDF intercept this vessel. Now, there has to be some outcry of this, And many times we have things like these and it sweep underneath the carpet. It sweep underneath the carpet. This needs to be investigated properly. Who was on the vessel? Was the vessel drifting ashore in Jamaica when the JDF intercept the vessel? What is going on? But the news coming into us on the Make We Talk program out of St. Elizabeth, Jamaica.
This is Make We Talk breaking news.
The news is this: a tiger cub, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. According to the Jamaica Defence Force, the Coast Guard intercepted a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, a tiger, and a quantity of ganja. We go down further. It is being said, however, during the processing at Black River, the tiger managed to escape custody and is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth, according to the Jamaica Defence Force. It went down further and said, the JDF is appealing to the public to be on the lookout. Do not approach this tiger if seen. Citizens are being urged to call the Jamaica Defence Force 876-926-8121, NEPA, 876-754-7540, or the Jamaica Constabulary Force 119. That is what is going on now. We're working behind the scene to hear if we're going to hear anything from the higher authorities in Jamaica. Are they gonna send out an appeal? Is there any news out that they can send an appeal to the people not to approach this animal? Because this don't look good. This do not look good. This don't look good. Is this boat was drifting into Jamaican waters? Was there anyone else on the boat? How would I know if we're gonna be attacked? We don't know. No animal, as far as I'm concerned, a tiger, a lion is not a pet. I do not believe that tigers are monkeys or lions are pets. I don't believe in that. Yes, Chris D. I do not believe in that. I don't believe that these animals should be pet. That is why I don't go to the zoo. Never go to a zoo in all my life. A tiger, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. According to the Jamaica Defence Force, JDF, the Coast Guard, that's the JDF Coast Guard, intercept a vessel off the coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and a tiger cub, and a quantity of marijuana. My question is this: why didn't the JDF get in contact with NEPA immediately when they found that? Let JDF get their earring up in the air with some members from NEPA, flew into St. Elizabeth by helicopter, and get hold of this animal. And who was on the vessel? I've been looking here and I don't see who was on the vessel at all. This doesn't look good. This does not look good. Who was shipping? There we go. What's the shipping going to? They intercept the vessel off the south coast of Jamaica. That's in St. Elizabeth area. Now the tiger escaped from them and is let loose in Black River. What is this? Are they sending bulletin out to the wider Black River area, the wider St. Elizabeth area, to say, hey, be on the lookout for this thing. If you've seen, do not approach. Do not approach. Anybody know anybody in St. Elizabeth? Let them know. Do not approach this animal. Do not approach this animal. Whether they're little, big, small, or middle size. Do not approach this animal. That is what we're hearing now, that a tiger has let loose in the Black River area of St. Elizabeth. The tiger was being smuggled into Jamaica. The tiger got escaped from custody with the JDF, and now the tiger is let loose in St. Elizabeth. Let me recap what is going on here on the Make We Talk program if you're just joining us.
This is Make We Talk breaking news.
The news coming into us: a tiger, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the Black River area of St. Elizabeth. According to the Jamaica Defence Force, JDF, the Coast Guard intercept a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and a tiger, and a quantity of marijuana. However, during the proceeding at the Black River port, the tiger managed to escape the custody of the JDF. It's now believed that the tiger is at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth, according to the JDF. The JDF have a search out with NEPA, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and other animal and protection agency is now in Black River. But what is being urged by the JDF is appealing to the public to be on the lookout for this tiger cub. Do not approach. If seen, citizens are being urged to call the Jamaica Defence Force 876-926-8121, NEPA 876-754-7540, NEPA 876-754-7540, or the Jamaica Constabulary Force 119. That is what we have coming into us. It is now 12:57 in Jamaica. Anyone know anybody in St. Elizabeth, please urge them. That's a good question. That's a very good question. Something is not adding up here. Why would they not import tiger into Jamaica? And my question is this. If the Jamaica Defence Force intercept this vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, why didn't the JDF call in the air wing to, fly people down to St. Elizabeth from NEPA to get control of these things? Does NEPA have satellite offices around Jamaica? I don't know. Oh, you all have a zoo in St. Elizabeth? Who owns the zoo? Is the zoo owned by the Jamaican government or privately owned? Is it owned by a man down Jeffrey Beaver? So you're going to call him by the name. Down at Treasure Beach? But this is the news we have coming into us as we speak. Anyone who's just joining us, we're being urged to put this out, that a tiger cub, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth. According to the Jamaica Defence Force, the JDF, the JDF Coast Guard intercepted a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, 1 tiger, and a quantity of marijuana, otherwise known as ganja. However, during the proceeding at the Black River port, the tiger managed to escape and is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area, said the JDF. The JDF is now combing the area with NEPA, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the Animal Protection Department of Jamaica, and the JDF is urging, the Jamaica Defence Force is urging citizens, the JDF is appealing to the public to be on the lookout for this tiger. If seen, citizens of Jamaica are urged to call the Jamaica Defence Force 876-926-8121 or NEPA 876-754-7540 or the JCF 119. It is now 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock in Jamaica. That is the news we have coming into us, that the JDF is urging citizens to be on the lookout for this. Be on the lookout. This does not look good at all. This does not look good. So that's the news we have coming into us. I know at 1 o'clock there is other programs coming on. So what I will do, I will just let this program go, or let me figure out something here. I don't know. I don't know if anybody from my contacts there in NEPA has sent me any message, or anyone out of St. Elizabeth has sent me any message. But let me see something here. The news that we have coming into us, if you're just joining us, we have 296 devices on. If you're just joining us, this is the news we have coming into us. If you're trying to figure out what is going on in the Make We Talk program, this is the news we have.
This is Make We Talk breaking news.
Okay, stand by. Hello, caller. Go ahead.
Yes. So good afternoon to you and your viewers, Jeffrey. So if we understand, Jeffrey, the tiger escaped custody while being processed.
Right.
But Jeffrey, don't you see that something is wrong? If them intercept the boat from whichever point and them able to bring the boat to land, how is it to take the animal to the police station?
No. Hold on. They did not take it to the police station. They did not send the police station. I think what happened, there is a zoo in St. Elizabeth, and based on my analysis, apparently they were during some proceeding or what they call processing at Black River, the tiger managed to escape. Apparently there's a port there, and there's a JDF port there. And they were trying. My thing is this, though, in a caller. What they should have done is get in contact with NEPA immediately before they come to shore.
Jeffrey, they should have got in contact with NEPA immediately. But this story don't sit right, Jeffrey. If they're telling you not to approach this tiger, that means it's not a little cub. It's not a little cub. So are we talking something that's 200 pounds? Because they go up to 300, 400 pounds. What are we talking about? And then I don't understand why you're not releasing any information. Is that port a legal port of entry for them to bring in these animals?
No, I don't think it was coming to any port, you know. I think the JDF, don't quote me on this, because I've never been to Black River. I don't know anything around Black River. I'm just surmising that the JDF intercept that boat of the south coast of Jamaica. The JDF may have a port in that area that they go to when they call it refuel or whatever.
Okay, but the port that I'm talking about, Jeffrey, I'm saying this. They need to tell us if that shipment was intended for Jamaica that they intercepted. And how them intercept this shipment. We're not pinging, but them couldn't intercept a container. We're pinging with the new security system. We wash up with the chicken at Portmore.
A very good question, because this is what it's saying, you know. Listen to this. A tiger cub, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth. According to the Jamaica Defence Force Coast Guard, intercept a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and 1 tiger cub, and a quantity of marijuana.
Okay, so you have used their words, you know, Jeffrey. If them said it was being smuggled into Jamaica, that means them should provide the public with more information.
True.
Without compromising the case. And then, because all I'm trying to figure out, Jeffrey, if them intercept that boat, Jeffrey, we're assuming them intercept it on the waters.
Yes.
So you intercept it on the waters. So if you intercept it on the waters, it could, if the police intercept it, can only be probably like 100 feet out the waters. The rest of it is for the coast guards, right?
Right. It's the coast guard that did it.
Okay. So whoever intercept it, you're telling me within that time to come to shore, you see a tiger on that boat. You never call in and say, listen, we need to take special precaution because this is a tiger. So what you're telling me is that you bring that boat with all those animals onto land with
hold on there. It's a baby tiger. It's a baby tiger, and whatever it is, it's a baby tiger. They're saying it does not matter. My thing is this, and you're correct. What the JDF should have done is call head office in Kingston, Upper Camp, instruct Upper Camp to get in contact with NEPA. Have NEPA personnel flew on a JDF helicopter to wherever in St. Elizabeth this place is and get a hold of this thing.
That's exactly. But no, you're not getting any. And then these people don't go live, you know. They pass news instead of them come. Just like how you can come and say, oh, crime is down this. If something like this happen, you guys should, just like how you call the media, they should call the media and do a live press conference.
Exactly.
A live press conference. And then this thing where you have people who are smuggling because it never came to the port legally. So it's illegal. So why you refuse to release these people's name? So somebody could provide you information.
Let me say something here. It's a baby tiger based on what I'm hearing. It's a baby tiger. But regardless of what, my thing is this. It still can be very dangerous because if that baby tiger can see a little baby and name the baby.
Hey, Jeffrey, listen to me, Jeffrey. I don't believe their word. If they say it's a baby tiger, Jeffrey, if they're telling the public not to approach it, that means that tiger is at a state where it can literally kill somebody. So they could say baby, they could say baby all you want. Because if it's a baby, as in a baby tiger, anybody could see it and try to run it down and catch it. And try to apprehend it. But if you're telling people not to approach it, that means it's either them get contact from the people who it's supposed to go to and say, listen, we want the tiger. But something don't sit right in the story, Jeffrey. It doesn't sit right.
Wow. But I am
sit right.
Well, the smuggling, listen to me. And this person here in the chat room is correct. The smuggling of the tiger is being done by the owner of the zoo in St. Elizabeth. It must be that way. Because obviously that boat was scheduled to be in that area.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Jeffrey. And so exactly what I'm saying is that the news that they give out, and which sends two signals. If they're saying it's a baby tiger, that means they should know that if it's a baby tiger, it's not big enough to take down an adult. You understand me, Jeffrey?
Right.
Okay. And certain kids it cannot manage. But if they're telling the wider public...
No, but hold on there. Regardless of what, I do not trust this animal. This animal is a wild animal.
No, I don't trust it, Jeffrey. But I don't trust their press release because the press release is leaving you nowhere, in the middle of nowhere. And it's so shame that you cannot get these people to update the nation when even people's life is in danger. These people just sit back. They just sit back.
Yep.
And then if you know down St. Elizabeth here, Jeffrey, down St. Elizabeth got a huge river. The ocean is right there at the front. But it has the most...
Hello?
It's an alligator haven down there in St. Elizabeth.
It is an alligator haven.
I'm telling you, that river go right back to Clarendon and come back. It's an alligator haven.
No. We don't know if this little cub may wander on a school compound with some little children. We don't know.
Exactly. And it don't look like it's that big of a deal because you don't see a big press conference or a big meeting.
For me, I tell you something, caller. For me, I do not personally, when it comes on to wild animal, they should stay in the wild.
Hey, Jeffrey, I'm going to give a true story, Jeffrey. I went to visit one of my friends one time in Brooklyn, right?
Yes.
And Jeffrey, the man have a mice, a big mice. And you see, Jeffrey, when the man tell me say he's a snake in my feed, Jeffrey.
Rotted.
You see when me looking at the man aquarium, Jeffrey.
You don't run out.
Jeffrey, I tell you, at the fastest me move, Jeffrey, not even you see a ball couldn't hold me. Even when it's in the aquarium, me say to him, say, man, you have your wife and your kids. And you tell me, say, you have this large snake and race. You see, I'm pet.
Madman that. The snakes only on him.
You see, I'm pet.
For those who are just joining us on the Make We Talk program, welcome to the program. I have some breaking news. A tiger cub was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth. According to the Jamaica Defence Force, the JDF Coast Guard intercepted a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and a tiger cub, and a quantity of ganja. However, during the processing at Black River, the tiger cub managed to escape and is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth, said the JDF. The JDF is urging citizens, if you see this tiger, or this tiger cub, where is the thing again? Hold on for me. If seen, you're being urged to call the Jamaica Defence Force 876-926-8121 or NEPA 876-754-7540 or the JCF 119. That is the news we have coming into us. Caller, go ahead.
Yeah, so serious things make you know, Jeffrey. So as you said, during processing the tiger escape, they don't have the tiger name and age and date of birth.
But almighty God in the area.
First, I can't give you a picture. Because I process him. Look how much time we hear man escape.
But hold on there. There's a serious question being asked here in the chat room, and I'm trying to figure out this thing here. Let me go down further. They're saying there's no physical danger posed by these animals. It does not say if there's anyone. It does not say to pick up anyone within this. I don't understand. Was it a boat just shifting away in Jamaican waters?
Jeffrey, that's why I said that story do not sound right. The story does not sound right, Jeffrey. Because if it's a boat that was drifting, right? Let's say the people, something happened to them and them fall overboard. So you're telling me no other fisherman don't see this boat adrift all day?
And there's a lot of fishermen in Elizabeth.
I know that. A lot of fishermen right here. All of the beaches, they pack up. Some go night fishing, some go day fishing. So nobody see this boat. And then you bring the boat to the land now. And you're telling me that only the tiger escaped. And if the tiger is a cub, as what you're saying, little, that means if he run off, you should be able to track him. Unless
when you run off, one alligator say, okay, I have some dinner this evening.
And then you're telling people they're telling people in the Black River area, you need to tell people specifically where did the tiger escape from you guys? Where?
That's a good question, my friend. I gotta run. We'll talk.
All right.
Cool. You know, we do not know if there was any occupants in the boat. The release that I got didn't say any occupants in the boat at all. So it does not look cautious to me, as what my grandmother would say. Doesn't look good to me at all. But let me recap this item of news that we have coming into us right here on the Make We Talk program. Let me recap this item of news, and then I am going to recap this item of news here that is just coming into us.
This is Make We Talk breaking news.
The news we have coming into us is from Kingston, Jamaica. A tiger cub, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth. According to the Jamaica Defence Force, the Jamaica Defence Force Coast Guard intercepted a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and a tiger cub. A quantity of ganja was also seized. However, during processing at the Black River, it said during processing at Black River, it didn't say where in Black River, it said during processing at Black River, the tiger cub managed to escape and is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth. The JDF is now in collaboration with the National Environment and Protection Agency, NEPA, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and the Animal Planning Department. The JDF is urging citizens, the Jamaica Defence Force is urging the public to be on the lookout for this tiger. If seen, do not approach. Citizens are being urged to call the Jamaica Defence Force 876-926-8121 or NEPA 876-754-7540 or the JHCF 119. I'll do that over again for you. The Jamaica Defence Force is appealing to the public to be on the lookout for this tiger. If seen, citizens are urged to call the Jamaica Defence Force 876-926-8121, NEPA 876-754-7540, or the JCF 119. For those who are just joining us, it's an item of news that we have. A tiger cub, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth. According to the Jamaica Defence Force, JDF, the Coast Guard intercepted a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, 8 and 1 tiger cubs. A quantity of marijuana was also seized. The JDF is saying that, however, during processing at Black River, the tiger cub managed to escape and is believed to be at large in the Black River area of St. Elizabeth. The Jamaica Defence Force is urging the public to be on the lookout for this tiger. If seen, citizens are being asked not to approach, but are being urged to call the JDF 876-926-8121 or NEPA 876-754-7540 or the Jamaica Constabulary Force 119. That is the news we have on our platform this afternoon. And we're urging everyone to be on the lookout who is in St. Elizabeth, and also if you have family in St. Elizabeth, to be on the lookout for this. This thing doesn't look good. It doesn't sound good to me. It did not say if they intercept the vessel, if there was any human being on board. So it looked like the parrot, the monkey, and the tiger cub decided to take a boat come to Jamaica. The JDF did not say if they intercept anybody else on the boat. It said it was that these things have been smuggled into Jamaica. Well, this is the news we have coming into us. That's a breaking news. We're gonna say so long to you guys.
This is Make We Talk breaking news.
Let us recap this item of news, and then we're gonna call it. We're gonna sign off. Kingston, Jamaica. A tiger cub, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth, according to the Jamaica Defence Force. The JDF Coast Guard intercepted a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica, which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and 1 tiger cub, and a quantity of ganja. However, during processing at Black River. The tiger managed to escape and is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth, said the JDF. The JDF is urging citizens. The JDF is appealing to members of the public to be on the lookout for this tiger and is urging citizens to call the JDF at 876-926-8121 or NEPA 876-754-7540 or the JCF 119. If you know anyone in St. Elizabeth, the numbers are running across the Mequitalk screen there. Get these numbers out to your friends and family in St. Elizabeth to be on the lookout. Do not approach this thing. Whether the baby or not, do not approach it. Call 119. Call 119 or the numbers. The JDF number 876-926-8121 NEPA 876-754-7540 or the JCF 119. Do not approach this animal. It doesn't matter if the animal is a baby or what. Do not approach this animal. Call JCF 119. And I hope the 119 will work. Because sometimes that number don't work at all. So that's the news we have coming into us. Thank you all very much for coming on. That's the breaking news. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Mequitalk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. May God bless you. And may God bless the people of our country, Jamaica. And I pray and hope that no life will be taken by whatever little cub or a big cub. That no life will be taken. I pray and hope that they find the perpetrators who are bringing these animals into Jamaica. And I pray and hope they find this thing that is at large. So that's the news we have coming into us. That is the news. And please, people, urge your family members to be on the lookout. Do not approach this animal. Do not approach this animal. It does not matter if the animal is hey high or hey low. To me, those things should be in the wild, remain in the wild. And there's too much things happening in our country, Jamaica. Too much. Plane coming in with who much, they see so much cocaine in that airport, you hear nothing else about it. Now tigers is being smuggled into the country. Now tigers is large in the Black River area of St. Elizabeth. I mean, come on, what is next? May God have mercy upon us. But that's the news coming into us. For those who may be just joining us, we're going to recap and then we're going to go off.
This is Mequitalk Breaking News.
The news coming into us, a tiger cub, which was among several animals being smuggled into Jamaica, is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth. According to the Jamaica Defence Force, JDF, the Coast Guard intercepted a vessel off the south coast of Jamaica which was carrying 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and 1 tiger, and a quantity of ganja. However, during processing at Black River, the tiger managed to escape and is now believed to be at large in the wider Black River area of St. Elizabeth, said the JDF. It goes on to say, the JDF but they're saying that the cub is harmless. I don't believe that. The JDF is saying, the JDF is appealing to members of the public to be on the lookout for this tiger. It seems it is, hold on there. The JDF is urging the members of the public, to be on the lookout for this tiger. Citizens are being urged to call the JDF 876-926-8121 NEPA 876-754-7540 or the JCF 119. I'll read it again. The Jamaica Defence Force is appealing to the public to be on the lookout for this tiger cub. If seen, citizens are urged to call the JDF at 876-926-8121 NEPA, 876-754-7540, or the JCF 119. This has been breaking news from the Make We Talk program. I am Jeffrey Tavares saying good afternoon.
This is Make We Talk breaking news.